Still so much CC going down. Shark Guy is nearly dead. Lopushinsky putting in work, but that's a huge volley bear ultimate there. And Wesley and Shield, they clean up the fight. He's trying to make the solo play, looking for that up at 90. Gravity makes a falter, puts it low and gets the goal. And so that will be the Condors.
Angle going, working out the flash. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, all down at once right at the start of the round.
That was
Condors.
probably the quickest round.
Conestoga College is setting the stage for a new era in gaming. In 2025, we're opening a state-of-the-art esports venue, a premier facility for high-performing gamers in Canada.
In this 10,000 square foot facility, we're putting you in the center of the action. The facility will have 50 top-tier PC stations, 5 console stations, immersive VR stations, a team operations room, a full production suite, and a premier competition stage.
Esports is a rapidly evolving industry with global viewership of 532 million in 2022. This initiative goes beyond esports. It's also a platform for forging bonds, making memories, and creating connections.
Since 2020, Condors Esports continues to evolve, providing industry-leading facilities and experiences to the esports community.
Conestoga's esports venue expresses a sustainable and intentional future to compete, play, and work, all powered by gaming.
Condors, welcome to the Conestoga College broadcast here. We're going to start things off today with some Rocket League. Actually, that's all we're doing today. I'm Leaf X, and they put me in a studio alone. I don't know why they made that mistake, but I got this whole space to myself. Look at it, it's beautiful. I could run over there. I could run over there. I can't. I'm stuck to this little spot. They got little chains around my leg right now. I can't move. I'm stuck here. But I'm glad because we get to talk about some Rocket League today, and I'm glad you're joining me. Let's get a little bit into that because we got games coming our way real soon here. We're talking about NECC champions, and of course, it's the Rocket League varsity team, the gold team. And you've seen these players before. We'll talk about them in a few moments here. We got 2 matches today. One, of course, starting in just a few moments at 8 o'clock against RMU. And then later on at 9:15, we'll take a little break after this match and get into our second match where good friend Cosman will be joining me. You won't have to deal with just me after that point. We'll be playing Indiana Uni, which is a little bit of a revenge match, actually. We'll see if the players are ready. They sounded like, you can see them on the screen up there right now. Chunk actually featured in that ad there before for the esports facility coming our way in the future. Chunk, look at him, a superstar, rallying the team together. We got all three. I do have to mention today, though, we will look at the roster in a sec, but 80, one of the mainstays on the roster here, will not be joining in the studio today. He'll be joining from home. He's got some prior obligations later on today. And there will be a sub, of course, I believe Doggy will be joining in. But the team, again, very confident about their matches today. It's also what we're looking at, not the most important of matches. We're here to get warmed up and just get a flow of everything when we come into this semester, into this new little season, what's going on at NECC and across the board. But for NECC specifically, I do believe these matches and maybe next week are more of just getting a feel for everything. We're going to get their placements based off how they did last semester and, of course, how maybe they're looking in these. These might help into seedings here. But for the most part, it's get a feel for what your competition is like and how you can then adapt to them once we get into the nitty-gritty, into everything. Look at this studio, by the way. Well, I think we're going to see them in that window there. We'll get a little peek at some point. Look in there where it says Esports Canada. I can't wait to look in there. Can I go in there sometime? Production? Can I leave here and walk in there and play with them? No, they're going to say no. They won't let me. Look how comfy those chairs look, though. Yeah, no, they're saying no. I can't play with them. Let's take a look at the roster again. I mentioned we are going to have a bit of a substitute at one point there. Our main roster, of course, being Chunk, 80, and Rashiel. You do see Chunk and Rashiel in studio, but 80 is the one going to be playing from home right now, and Doggy will be joining in later. I do believe Doggy was warming up with them at some point, which is good. I mean, if you're throwing in a player in, you want to make sure that he's comfortable with how you guys are playing on the day. But 80 will be in this first match unless anything has changed since I was talking to them beforehand. But RMU, I do believe, looking at our first matchup that's coming here, this team, they have not played yet. From what I've been told, they're no clue what they're in for in this first match, which I think is just a good thing that it's a warm-up right now early on in the season during this week and next week, because there's a good chance to adapt and figure out what you're going to need when the matches actually matter. So RMU going to be a little bit of a mixed bag of what we could expect here. We saw this team, I saw this team, and if you're watching this broadcast, you've seen this team. You know that they've got a good atmosphere about them. You can see them already smiling. Rashiel laughing it away. Chunk, again, talking before, they're in good spirits. The one team they did play today, which will be our second match at 9:15, was Indiana University. They lost to them. And in fact, that was the team that knocked them out in the playoffs of NECC last semester. So there's a little bit of a revenge story going on as we get into these matches today. Even though they don't mean much, it's definitely a proving point, especially because that was their B squad. So if they want to take any chance at their A squad, you got to be confident against that B squad. And I think playing RMU right off the bat is going to be a real good way to get your head in the game, figure out what's going on to get yourself into the second one. Granted, we do have the sub coming in, so a couple mix-ups today that the team has to deal with. But they were talking to me beforehand. We were standing there in the facility, and they were confident. And I think they have every right to be. I saw how much they adapted in last semester for the few games I did watch during the Canadian Nationals. They looked pretty confident, getting top four, if my memory serves me correct there. And honestly, the teams that were in top four, they came close, even going to game threes and even to overtimes with those squads. So Conestoga Condors here on the Rocket League Gold team definitely have what it takes to excel to the top of the divisions across, whether it's NACE or NECC. So I do believe in this squad, but we'll see how Doggy is going to come into the mix here and substitute in for 80, and if that's going to change up how the team has to play a lot. But I think having a substitute thrown in there like that is pretty good for just the mental exercise, because Chunk and Rashiel are going to have to learn to adapt their play style as they go onwards. So we'll get this match started in just a few moments here. I do believe they're still waiting to get it started up, so you're still stuck with me for just a few moments here. But it's okay. Look how warm and wonderful this facility is. I mean, my room is white walls, but you guys get to see a wonderful studio as we get. That's actually something I'm really excited about, is that facility. As we get that facility all sorted up, I took a little peek the other day of the room it's going to be in, and it's a good amount of space. It's really cool to see Conestoga pushing the boundaries. I mean, growing up in this city, having a bit of the esports around the colleges and universities in this area, it's always been a thing that this region has been looking forward to. So the fact that Conestoga is leading the charge on that, even with broadcasts like this, is super exciting for the world of esports. As esports lands on its feet through the esports winter, the organizations that are putting themselves forward in this moment are going to come out strong on the other side of all of this. So really cool to see Conestoga taking that step forward and leading the charge in the Waterloo region. And it's going to echo across the entirety of the collegiate scene in North America. You know it with how much work they're putting in here. But today is about Rocket League. We'll have all the rest of the matches, different teams next week. But for now, Rocket League today is all we have the capacity to. I do believe the Valorant team is doing a bunch of their placement matches over beside them at this point. But we're only going to be checking out Rocket League for for the time being. We got our first game 30 seconds in. We got things sorted out, and you're getting what you guys want, some gameplay. Starting us off here, the NECC champions. We'll get to a bit of a taste of what the competition is going to be like. Good save. A lot of back and forth. You're going to see some early pressure. Both teams, this is their first matches. They want to make a statement. They want to make sure that the rest of the collegiate scene sees what they're making here. Good dive. I love doing these kind of goals. Rashiel with a beautiful 50. Sometimes you just got to sit on it. And that's exactly what Rashiel does. Senti doesn't know what hit him. First goal in the NECC during our exhibition matches is going off to the Conestoga Condors. Let's see if they can keep that momentum. I'd like to see that. Let's make this a blowout. Oh, that's no good for you guys. If this is a blowout, you'll have a longer break before a 9:15 match. All right, we'll go to game 5. Why not? We'll keep you entertained. Chunk trying to get a start. Nothing. GJM looks to keep that momentum going down into the Condor side. That won't happen. RMU on the defensive. Chunk keeping the pressure up. No third, though. 80 a little bit far behind. Again, he's playing out of studio, so comms might have a bit of delay on them. Won't cause too much trouble, but in those small, fast moments, could make a difference. Rashiel and 80, both sharking for the opportunity. They got something centered. They'll do it. Senti says to the far side, we'll go. Chunk just keeping pressure on, not exactly looking for scoring lanes. They just want to make sure they stay on the orange half of the field. And they've done that pretty handily, past the halfway mark almost. And 80 might have an opportunity. He's going to find it. There it is. 80 slides that one away. A 2-goal lead for the Condors against RMU. 2 defenders bouncing off the post, it looks like, and off each other. The Condors, they had every right to be confident about their matches today. And this will be great for Doggy as well. He'll be looking at what his teammates can do on the field, find a way to integrate himself in. When you know your teammates got your back like this, you'll be confident yourself. Remix. Trying to get fancy on him. Here's a 1v1. No shot there from Senti. Rashiel holds the line. Remix, maybe flip reset. Looks like he's warming up the mechanics. We'll see if maybe we can pull something crazy out later. A couple of misses there. We'll head over back to the other side. Still on the defensive is RMU. Rashiel just tries to slot that one. Great pass from 80. Rocket of a shot. Of course, defenders are there. Rashiel really needs to get back as fast as possible. He does. Stomps out the shot from Remix. Ooh, chance there. Senti with a shot on net. GJM can't get something started. A bit of floundering from RMU at this point. Looks like the Condors have a bit more control of the field. Remix was looking for a pass from his teammate. Nothing came out. There's a pass up to Chunk. Chunk recenter, no way. Was that 80 up in the air for that? Or Rashiel, I think it was. That's incredible. Another touch, not quite. And now Condors, honestly, they're kind of just flexing right now. They're having fun. They have a lot of space on the field. And I bet you if we saw their faces right now, they'd be smiling. They have full control of this match. I, again, don't want to call it too early. I've always said it, Game 2 is going to be that indicator. We'll see if RMU can fix it up. But, I mean, those crickets, those are exactly probably what Condors are feeling right now because the momentum is drastically shifted. It's not even slightly, drastically shifted. Hey, look, we got fancy stuff now. That's cool. Oh, now we're full rolling. We got the players with momentum. Production's got momentum. I'm feeling the momentum. This is going to be a good day at Rocket League for the Condors, that's for sure. There's another one, 4-0, 30 seconds left. You know RMU's definitely mash and skip on the replay for that one. Yeah, players in a very relaxed state. Condors are going to have a good start here. Again, as I mentioned, that's huge for Doggy as well. Could be nervous or nerve-wracking stepping in to the shoes of a main roster player. No matter how much practice you get in beforehand, the second you hit the field, I think it really is going to help too that these matches aren't matches that determine much of anything in the NECC. But it definitely still helps. Make sure you start off on the right foot. So I'm sure Doggy's happy about how his teammates are performing. And again, Rashil, Chunk in studio, 80 at home right now. And they're chilling. They're not too worried at this point. I think Rashil's about to fall asleep, to be honest. Like, this is too easy. What's going on here? But I loved how much flexing was starting to go on. You saw it near the end. I mean, at one point there was a forward pass into the corner. Chunk passed it back, and the pass that came, I do believe it was from Rashil. We lost name takes there, but I do believe it was Rashil that was in the air. He stayed in the air. He's like, I'm just going to stay up here. Chunk almost got the ball back to him, just a little bit low in the height from whoever was receiving that second pass to take that scoring opportunity and take that shot. They unfortunately did miss. They did not get that play, but if they got that, that would have been highlight for sure. So the fact that the Condors are already going for these kind of plays is going to make RMU hit the playbook. I mean, they have to rethink, especially this is an indication of maybe how your season's going to go. There's some kinks to be worked out. Not to say Condors were perfect either, but against RMU, this is a great start. The real test, again, is going to be how they integrate the sub into the next match later at 9:15 against Indiana Uni. But for now, against RMU, a team that they haven't played against, this is a good statement to make. RMU now has to look at this and say Condors is one of those teams we fear. You always in these situations, in these leagues, you look at the other teams and say, okay, this is the team we got to watch out for. And getting dubs like this is going to make sure the other teams in your conference are talking about you. Sometimes that pressure that precedes you can cause you to play worse later down the road. But for sure, it's nice when people respect you, because that can make them play a little worse on the field. Senti, though, is going to set RMU off on the right foot. First goal going to them. Love to see a quick answer here. Make sure that statement keeps going. I said game 2, better indication of how the series is going to go. This is the best of 5. So it's not over yet, even if the next one's won. No match point yet. Good bump there. Remix. We've seen Remix getting fancy with the mechs early on. Ooh, chance here for Senti to grab another one. He's not going to be able to 50. Good shut down by Rashil. Ooh, chance for a goal. They're going to send that one home. And guess who's not home? It's RMU. Condors are in your house. Watch out. Set off the alarms before it's too late. Good tying goal. And there's the smiles I expect out of Chunk. Good team lead. Captain for the squad. Good pass from Rashil. Attempt there from Chunk. 80 playing hard back, which is probably the best call when you're playing remote. You're not with your team. Let that third play a little bit more of the loose position, which is going to be your midfield, your third man. Oftentimes last semester, we saw Rashil playing that third man. But since Rashil has been given more opportunity to play front, Chunk had kind of moved back into that role. And it worked really well. But now, when you got a remote player like this, for sure you want to allow that remote player that's maybe not on the highest latency comms to or the lowest latency comms to play that position. Doesn't need to be as tight. That almost rolled right in. Let's see what JGM does. A second touch, double tap, not going to come out. Shield's there to stop the attempt. Still tied up, 2 minutes past. Remix out to nobody. Hard clear. 80's going to receive that from Chunk. They're down the field. We'll see where Rashiel is. He's playing that strong third man. That ball out into nowhere. Oh, no, that's going to hurt. Yeah, they're going to laugh that one off. I'm not sure if RMU is, though. A full miss by the only goal scorer on RMU from Senti at midfield. And those are definitely the chuckles of, oh no, what are they doing on the other side of the field? You start to maybe feel bad for your opponents. Another goal, 80. He's going to clean one up too. Good 50 there from Chunk. Yeah, and these are the we don't. No offense, but these are the we don't have to worry about this team this semester kind of smiles. So we'll see if RMU can make us rethink what we're looking at. But yeah, I'm not quite confident in a turnaround, at least today, from RMU. Oh, Chunk. Get in there. There's still a chance. Okay. Can we see the players? I want to see them laugh this one off. Yeah. That was quite the own goal. Good job, Chunk. Okay. Well, maybe the Condors are the enemies they need to they themselves need to watch out for. They got bored of scoring on the other end. Now we're tied up. Okay. Lock it in, boys. All right. We're thinking it's too easy. We're giving up these goals. All right, lock it in. It's turned into chaos for the last few minutes here. I still stand by my statement that I believe Condors have this. But, you know, things like that happen. Ooh, good attempt there from RMU. All right, no double there from Remix. JGM keeps it in the slot, but 80's there. Nice. He might have a clear net. Now Senti's going to get back, force for shield to the side. He had no boost anyways. Ooh, what a bump. That's the play. That is some good teamwork right there. Look at this. Rashiel in, still the boost, immediate bump. Chunk says, thank you. Beautiful. Again, you saw a little more serious on Rashiel. He's like, okay, we should lock in a little bit here. Chunk's still laughing it away. They're as confident as I. Flip reset. Let him cook. It's not ready yet. It'll be another 15 minutes for your order, sir. 80, that's open. Oh, wow. That's a double commit and a half, isn't it? Yeah, RMU's got some positional things they need to figure out. There's been quite a few open nets on that side of the field. See if we can give them a piece of advice on the way out. But I really do think they just need to watch out. That third man needs to play a little smarter. Can't be having third man double up on second like that, especially when first is still deep in the opponent's side of the field. Good play there. I like that. Senti and JG looking for it. I didn't see who before it was. It went up before if it was Remix. I don't wonder if it was a bit of I guess anger towards teammates, too, on the side of RMU before when they double committed, because sometimes when you see your teammate not going, you just want to take it, and it can be a little frustrating. So I don't know what their coaching situation's like over there, but if they do have a coach that, and will be on the coach to make sure it gets settled down. RMU had some shining moments here and there. It wasn't like it was complete gloom, but it definitely was not a roster that's as cohesive as the Condors is right now. This will end up being game 2. This will end up being match point for Condors. And again, I mean, I'm glad they're laughing, definitely, and they know when to lock in. But yeah, if you're RMU, you might not be laughing as much. Maybe you are. Maybe they're just having fun. They knew that this was going to happen. Good start for the Condors. Good showing. Now you just make sure this doesn't make you complacent for your matches later, especially when you're not going to be playing with that solid third that you're used to in 80. And we'll see how Doggy fits in later on when they play Indiana Uni. But again, against the RMU right now, this is most certainly a situation of, I don't think RMU is winning. Even on a couple of those goals, the own goal, they still couldn't hold it together when they were given an opportunity. I do believe that RMU will probably not be a team that will be much of a challenge if they're in the same division. I believe if they're playing now, they would be. But that's good to know for the Condors. I do think of RMU, though, again, make sure they communicate that third man, second man situation and those double commits. They might have some better opportunities. I saw a couple team plays come out. You had a couple pop-ups and shots on net. They were just a little too slow for the Condors. They were ready for a lot of these plays, and they came too far and few in between. So RMU there's a lot on the board. It's good. It's always nice if they have a coach. It's always nice as a coach to be able to have something to work on with your squad. When there's nothing, you start to feel useless. You're like, what do I do? There's nothing. They're killing it right now, right? And so it is nice to have something to do, but also the bittersweet side of that is if you have something to do, it means they're not performing to their peak at this moment. So we'll see what RMU can do going forward into the NECC League, but as of now, the Condors have their number. The more the RMU is causing a lot of their own problems. It's less of a play style thing than it is a mistake thing from RMU. Final game potentially, unless a miracle comes out from RMU. Chunk scores this one. I get a sip of water. He doesn't. Okay. We'll see if the Condors will quench my thirst. I don't get to drink until they score a goal. I'm ride or die with them. Let's hope it doesn't go too long without a goal. I might die. First minute passed, and RMU's held off. But we are still pressured on the orange side of the field. Rashiel, 50, back to two teammates. There's communication. It was a little bit too late. We did see Chunk pull off, so 80 could kind of buy some time mid, and you'll see that sometimes. Just an air dribble mid. Ooh, what a 50. Oh, double 50. AGM leading the squad there on the RMU side as they push towards blue. Nothing really set up for an attack here. Awkward defensive hold from RMU, but they finally get that one cleared. Chunk will take this up the side. He's gone. Flip reset. Remix trying to style, but there's his teammate up. JGM solo on the defensive half. Good rotation here from the Condors. Good 50. Pop that one up. Now he's going to lose control. Rashiel backs off. 80. Let's see if he plays the center for his teammates. He'll just flick that one off the backboard. Double tap coming out there from Rashiel. Stopped by Senti. Goals, yeah, approaching the halfway mark too. This is the best I think RMU's held off at this point. Sure, they did have a lead at one point, but lost that fairly soon after. So the longest that they've tied with the Condors. Chance there for a shot. Senti saved by Rashiel. attack. And it fizzles. 80 with a 50. I do believe he got the boost as well. Shield chasing down the demo. Senti, watch out for the cross. 80 gets in the way, disrupts that play. Senti, who do you have? Nobody. You're solo. You're not going to get much there. An attempt, but too far to the side. Chunk with a 50 over 1, loses control. JGM gets in the way. Seems to be the player that's been most annoying on the field in terms of Condor success. Off the ceiling, Rochelle, flip reset. He's going to play this one low. Good. That's the right play. Up into the air is 80. He's got the flip reset. He tries to get a second. There'll be 2 players on the defensive half. Remix and Senti looking to stop it out. Shot wide. Chunk can't recover. That'll be just Rochelle back. He'll play it in since there's no pressure from opponents. Low boost though. Gets the 50. Or sorry, the pinch off the ground. Chunk plays that center. There's 80. That's the chance. Saved by Remix. Final minute approaching, and RMU defensively very improved from the last 2 games. Offensively, we've yet to see much strength. But defensively, hey, all you need to do is make sure you don't get scored on. You can play this game forever. That's going to be Bardowski and Chunk. Finally granting me my sip of water. Let's do this in celebration. Thank you, Chunk. As refreshing as that goal was. Ooh, JGM with some magic. Not enough, though. He ran out of mana. Hard clear from Remix. Rochelle off the backboard. Let's see if there's an attack. There is. Senti's up quick. Ooh, watch out for the next one. That's going to be a shot. Yeah, a little bit late to the jump. We're going to tie game. 30 seconds left. All right, now we see lock-in, I bet. There it is. There's the lock-in faces. Okay, never mind. They're back joking. Oh, no. I saw the hesitation from the smile on Rochelle. Yeah, this is locked in. All right. Mess them up, boys. Demo. Right off the bat. Shot. Good save. Good angle. Cut down from JGM. Again, he's been the most annoying. Ooh, there's one by Senti. That's open net. Oh, Chunk going to get it. 7 seconds left. Okay. The lock-in is definitely going to have to come if they want to end it here in a 3. Otherwise, we're going to game 4. Chunk not too worried. Ooh, good try from Shield, but again, Senti is jumping for everything. Same with JGM. That could be another one, actually, for RMU. That stays in the air. Okay. Rochelle, there's no way that goes in. Oh, my God. Let me see their faces. Oh, my God. There's no way. There's no, yeah. They're so mad about that one. That was so close. Look at them. They're like, what? Okay, RMU, you got lucky on that one. Come on. Okay. Look at it. Chuck is so bad about that. I had to see that because you knew they were disappointed. You definitely knew they were disappointed on that one. All right, well, we're going to game 4. Shout out to the RMU. They made a lot of defensive changes, which is not easy to do in the middle of a series where you're kind of getting smacked around a little bit. So shout outs to RMU. That's pretty huge. Offensively, they still didn't have everything put together, but all you need sometimes is to frustrate your opponents enough by stopping them from scoring, and they'll eventually push a little bit too hard where you're going to have those clears down the field. You're going to have those nice breakaway chances down the other end of the field, those counterattacks. And we saw a couple of those. They're all low flyers. We didn't see a lot of high-flying opportunities from them. There was one goal that did end up off a backboard touch for RMU, but they had their breakaway chances. So all that Condors need to do is make sure that they hold the line. Just because you're not getting a goal yet doesn't mean you need to change anything. The fact that you're holding that offensive pressure is massive, and you can just keep holding that offensive pressure, back off when you need to. You don't need to score on every single opportunity. You can go to overtime 0-0. That's totally fine. If you want the reset, you'll get it on that kickoff. Into game 4, still match point. Chunk hoping that there was a miss on the backboard. He wanted the double tap. We're just seeing much more aggression out of RMU, and that's leading to a lot more of the Chunk gets 250s, buys just enough time for his teammates. Rashiel over 1. That's not going to be in, though. That could be a chance, though. There it is. Chunk gets the rebound. RMU back to their ways where they just did not have that defender rotating fast enough. First goal to the Condors. Midfield up to Chunk. Chunk trying to set it up for 80. He'll just clear that one back to Rashiel. Nice. Off backboard. Can you get the double? He does. That goes hard to the side. Chunk can't make much of that. They may have to back off here. This is going to be a hard clear. It is. Oh, that might actually be a goal. Oh, my goodness. A hard clear back the other way. Watch out, RMU. Rashiel almost had that opening that he needed. Pinch. Not quite. 80 on the ball. Rashiel tries for the back pass. Chunk says, not a good opportunity for me. I'm sorry, I'm not there. Back off to the blue end. Now Condors on defense. Adi and Chunk move up the field. Rashiel on the defensive half. He'll move up as third. We'll see if he might take an opportunity with this pop. He does. That's the thing. You could see, if I could see that coming a mile away, then RMU's got to be watching out for that stuff. Maybe hold it a little bit closer. They want to have those breakout counterattacks. 80. Carried this one across the field. Takes it low. He faked out the flip reset on this one because he played it last time. That, my friends, is what we call conditioning and mix-ups. Make sure that he takes control down the entire end of the field, and there it is on the other half as RMU tries to clear it to the right side is a waiting Condor. Two-goal lead, halfway mark at match point is the best of 5, and because the Condors are up by 2, that means if they can hold on to this lead or extend it, then they will be able to end this first series in NECC against Robert Morris University. Ooh, that could be a chance. Yeah, 50 in. Good try. We saw Rashiel start off the entire day with a 50 like that from the left side. Would have been fun to get another one. What do you got there? Senti, absolutely nothing. See remix again, a little bit lost. JGM, watch, talk to you guys about that third. You're lucky that Senti got back in time, but you guys are still awkward now. Such aggressive positioning from RMU when it comes to their offensive half. Yeah, that's, oh, it's still gonna go in, but that'd have been nice. And we've got, oh, Rashiel to finish it off. Okay, 80. Try to sneak that one away. We can't see 80. He is not in the facility with us today. He's playing from the moon. He's on a mission. There's important business to get to after this, so he won't be able to join us for the second match. You saw Doggy in the background, the substitute for the Condors Gold squad, will sub in for our next match at 9:15. So I do believe it is in about 40 minutes from now. By the looks of this, there'll be a bit of break until we get to that as Condors lead with a minute left, 3-0 against Robert Morris University. 4-0. What was that save? Okay, that would be the first time I ask a replay op to grab a replay from our opponents, because I don't think we got that right now, but like that would have been fun to watch. I don't know what happened there. That was crazy. Shout out to Senti, I believe it was. Now 30 seconds left. Should be an easy hold for the Condors based off what we saw from the first few games. No easy goal there for Rashiel. Maybe they'll get one here. Chunk's going to carry it the whole way. They're probably just going to play keep away as much as possible. Get that ball up into the air. Fake it out like this. Just kill that clock is all you really have to do it now. Get the series over with. You can walk away and get ready for your next one, which, as I mentioned, will be a revenge match against Indiana Uni. One more for the road. Not quite. Not done yet. It's going to drop. And there it is. Condors taking down RMU 3-1. I called a 3-0 based off what I saw before, so we do have to darn you, RMU. From a hey, what's up? Hey, no, you're the right one. You guys had the right one. Okay. Hey guys, look at them. I see them. They're looking out the window over there. How you doing? Can I come visit? No, not yet, they said. Okay. Well, there it is. A great start. They have important business to get to because they do have their next matchup coming a bit later. But that's a good start. I mean, you want to start off your league season like this. Of course, again, these matches don't really mean that much as far as the players are aware. I was talking to them before, but it is a good way to get a little test of the field, what you can expect from the teams you'll be having to play later on in the semester. So for RMU, it looks like they got potential in little bursts. Can they sustain those bursts into a much longer aggression, attack, and cohesion across the board? So we'll see what RMU can bring up later in the season. But for now, Condors know that they can take down this team pretty handily. The question is, can they take down the next team they'll be facing later on today? And that, of course, is Indiana Uni. This is their B squad, the squad that actually knocked them out in the playoffs, the first round of the playoffs, back in the last semester of NECC. So a little bit of a revenge match going forward. Again, doesn't mean much in the grand scheme of this semester's league, but it is definitely going to mean a lot for the players to be able to get that redemption back and set themselves on the right foot. If you can take down the teams that knocked you out in playoffs in the prior, well, that's a good start for confidence, and confidence is a lot of what matters on the field. I mean, we saw that confidence becoming incredibly important for RMU when it came to that game that they won. And even into that last game there where they lost, aggression was the key player in terms of them getting any goals and even winning a game in that series. Without that aggression, they give the Condors all the space in the world that they need to end up having all the space to just freestyle and have fun. And when your opponents have that confidence, not good. So have the confidence, get the aggression on your side of the field to at least shut them down, make your opponents think what's going on. Because again, as you can see from the replays, it was a free game for the first two games for Condors. They just absolutely cleaned up and ran away with it. I wonder if we show every goal, because that would be very mean to RMU. Because there were a lot. I've heard it's every goal. We're set. All right, RMU, do not tune into this stream right now. You're not gonna. We are rubbing it in. That's for sure. The point of the story. I'll get a couple more points. Maybe I'll go to break before we end all of these. But all I want to say is the RMU. Keep it up. What you guys did in that one game was what you want to see. But the Condors looking really strong to start things off. Indiana Uni is going to be the real test. This is the redemption arc. We'll find out if they can do it in a best of 5 here at 9:15. So please join us back in about, let me do some quick math here. What's that, 25 minutes? Something like that. There's some math. 9:15. Come back then. We'll see you on the other side of this break.
Conestoga College is setting the stage for a new era in gaming. In 2025, we're opening a state-of-the-art esports venue, a premier facility for high-performing gamers in Canada.
In this 10,000 square foot facility, we're putting you in the center of the action. The facility will have 50 top-tier PC stations, 5 console stations, immersive VR stations, a team operations room, a full production suite, and a premier competition stage.
Esports is a rapidly evolving industry with global viewership of 532 million in 2022. This initiative goes beyond esports. It's also a platform for forging bonds, making memories, and creating connections.
Since 2020, Condors Esports continues to evolve, providing industry-leading facilities and experiences to the esports community.
Conestoga's esports venue expresses a sustainable and intentional future to compete, play, and work, all powered by gaming.
and the edges. Say no more, 'cause the sun is. A picture of you. A picture of you.
Still so much CC going down. Shark Guys is nearly dead. Lopachinski putting in work, but that's a huge volley bear ultimate there. And Wesley and Shield, they clean up the fight as plays. He's trying to make the solo play, looking for that upper 90. Gravity makes a fall through, puts it low and gets the goal. And so that will be the Condors.
Angle going, working up the flash.
Down at once right at the start of the round.
That was
Condors.
probably the quickest round.
Gaming. In 2025, we're opening a state-of-the-art esports venue.
The facility will have 50 top-tier PC stations, 5 consoles, and a premier competition stage.
This initiative goes beyond esports. It's also a platform for forging bonds, making memories, and creating connections.
Since 2020, Condors Esports continues to evolve, providing industry-leading facilities and experiences
All powered by gaming.